my Mercurial mercenaries. I came into the studio and I thought, what can I do? I thought I could address you guys. Primarily, the point of this video is to remind you to go and watch a playlist of mine, a series of videos. I've got it on the screen here now for you to see. It's called Expose. Mr. Floyd came up with that name. And it's a series of videos that's been overlooked because it's not clickbait. No one's going to search for my songs and find my songs and watch my songs. It takes people who are subscribed to the channel to want to see them. But it's just really a reminder that if you click on my Expose series, it'll bring up the first 3 episodes, which is the first 3 songs I've chosen to talk about. And I started with a song called Perhaps I'll Kill You. I moved on to a song called Forget the Sound. And then the most recent one I published today was a song called Curiously Twisted. Now, not only do you get to hear the songs, but the reason the videos are so long, and I don't want that to put you off, the songs themselves, 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. But the rest of the video then goes on to explain how the song came to be. So really, if you are a musician yourself, a songwriter yourself, then watch these videos to get an idea of how you can write songs as good as mine. Because, I mean, I'm up there. I consider myself to be one of, if not the greatest songwriter of all time. And if you're not into writing songs, then perhaps you just like to hear the story behind the song. So that's the reminder, that's the point of this video. And what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to something just a little bit of fun, just to finish the day off. And then I'll go back down and watch Only Fools and Horses again, because it's Christmas. And at Christmas time, UK Gold suddenly becomes a free channel. UK Gold Christmas. So grab yourself a coffee. We're going to do a quiz, all right? Now this quiz, my mercenaries, I have the feeling that we might get 100% here, all of us. The quiz is called, how many of these metal albums, hang on, let's make that up smaller, there you go, that's not too bad. How many of these metal album covers do you recognise? And we're going to get 100%, all right? That's our aim. Here we go. You've got yourself a coffee? Here we go. So, I mean, this is my second highly sugared, highly caffeinated coffee of the day. What's happening now is I'm drinking a lot of these bloody things and I can't sleep at night. But all experiences are to be remembered and to be treasured, because what happens is they can become songs. All right? Try and get some sleep. Question 1. Let's do this together. Right? Let's just do this together. How many of these metal album covers do you recognise? Question 1. Here we go. This one here. Which album does this sleeve belong to? See that? There we go. Let's make it bigger. What the hell? We'll make it bigger. What the hell? Okay. Now, have you got it, my mercenaries? Your options are You Can't Stop Rock and Roll by Twisted Sister, Van Halen by Van Halen, Lights Out by UFO, or Destroyer by Kiss. Got it? Right, well, I know this one. This is Van Halen, isn't it? And I think if you're American out there, and I've had a few messages recently regarding this subject, funny enough, you might be surprised to hear, 4 minutes, you might be surprised to hear that over in the UK, where I am sitting right now, Van Halen were not a big deal. For some reason, well, when I used to read guitar magazines, and when I still hear Americans talk, Van Halen seemed to be quite a big band over in the US, but they just did not feature on our, I was going to say in our periscopes, but we didn't. I never had a periscope. We didn't routinely own submarines over here. There was a yellow one, but we didn't routinely own it. Or we certainly didn't drive submarines around. But we had Jump. Bum, 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 which I liked. For some reason, the Van Halen fans out there, they won't admit any liking to Jump. Any liking for Jump. What's wrong with Jump? What's wrong with Jump? It's like with Kiss. Biggest song over here by Kiss, Crazy Nights. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Ask a Kiss fan. They're... Anyway, this is... do I get to choose? I do get to choose. It's Van Halen. No, I don't get... Do I get to choose? What does that mean, making it orange? Okay, we'll make it orange. Van Halen. Next. This artwork matches which record? I can feel 100% here, my mercenaries. What do you reckon? Let's get this done in 10 minutes, all right? Remember to go and watch my expose series of videos. This artwork matches which record? It's either Overkill by Motorhead, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, Killing Machine by Judas Priest, or Killers by Iron Maiden. I have the feeling, right, because this is a quiz on the Guardian website, which is a newspaper over here. This isn't a heavy metal newspaper. It's not even a music newspaper. So there's a chance that your Guardian readers would actually look at this album cover and go, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the fact that you've got, like, David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen, and it's a seminal, not sexually, album cover, even over here, to be fair. I don't think there's any person in the UK who actually owns that album, Van Halen by Van Halen, but anyway. This artwork matches which record? I don't really recognise that album cover. However, given what's going on it, it's quite clearly Motorhead. So that's Overkill by Motorhead. Can you name this band? Oh my people who watch this channel. My people who watch this channel, can you name this band? We can name this band, can't we? Every one of us. We all know without even seeing the options. I'll show you the options anyway. You've got Hell Awaits, Slayer. Countdown to Extinction, Megadeth. Black Sabbath, or The Last Command by Wasp. What do you think it is? Right, quite clearly Black Sabbath, isn't it? Next. Which sleeve is this? Is this Sin After Sin by Judas Priest? Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer? Legacy of Kings by Hammerfall? Gotta say, I've never heard of that one. Or Rust in Peace by Megadeth? What do you think, my mercenaries? Get your votes in now. Boom. Oh, blimey, sorry. Quite clearly Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer. This is a Led Zeppelin album. But which one? Is it Led Zeppelin 3? Led Zeppelin. What, just put them in order. Is it Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 3, or Led Zeppelin 4? Well, that is quite clearly, isn't it? Is it not? That is quite clearly Led Zeppelin 2. Just make sure, just let me think about that before I make a fool of myself. 8 minutes, 33 seconds. It's Led Zeppelin 2. Next. Which famous album cover is this? Now, I've got to say, I don't recognise that at all. Is it Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue? The Book of Taliesin? Never heard of it. Deep Purple. At War with Satan, Venom, or Beneath the Remains by Sepultura? We're not going to make 10 minutes, are we? 15 minutes. Which famous album cover is this? Now, my first reaction was Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue. However, in my Discover series of videos, I've got a little bit of like an intro that I do. Boom, bam, 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 with a guitar solo, and I'm walking through the record shop, and I'm pretty sure at the end of that sequence, I featured this album cover, don't I? Don't I? And if I do, it's Venom. But it's not showing whether they're right or wrong. You tell me. These people, yeah, over 10 minutes. These people belong to which album sleeve? Is it Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC? Is it Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera? Is it Master of Puppets by Metallica? Or is it Slave to the Grind by Skid Row? If you're like me and you are a metaler of old, if you just see the words, like do you even see the words Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera, or do you just see the album cover? Do you see, like, it's hard, isn't it? Am I talking bollocks here? You read the words and you see the album cover. Slave to the Grind, I see it. Master of Puppets, I see it. Vulgar Display of Power, I see it. This is quite clearly Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC. Which seminal... Oh, I've already made a seminal joke. Latte macchiato. Which seminal, not sexually, album is this? Okay, this is the first... Okay, like I said with this one that I think's Venom, this one here, I've never seen this album cover before in my life. Now, there's going to be lots of you out there now going, Mercurial number 6, how can you say you haven't seen this? I just don't know. I haven't seen this album cover before. Looks like a letter O. It's an old car. It's an old 70s car. Oh, it's a headlight. It's the headlight of an old 70s car. Is it Pump by Aerosmith, Thin Lizzy by Thin Lizzy, Raw Power by Iggy Pop, or Them by King Diamond? Ooh. Right. Well, Pump by Aerosmith is probably my favourite. Well, let's not. Just in case I ever do an Aerosmith top 20 or top 10 or top 5, let's not talk about which my favourite Aerosmith albums are. But that's quite clearly not Pump. It's not Raw Power by Iggy Pop. So it's either Thin Lizzy by Thin Lizzy or Them by King Diamond. Now, as that car is a car from the 70s and it hasn't got blood dripping down it, that has to be Thin Lizzy. This sleeve is lovely, but what is it? If, like me, you know, I can see quite clearly. I can see clearly what that album is. Is it Grace Under Pressure by Rush, Get a Grip by Aerosmith, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera, or Accident of Birth by Bruce Dickinson? Well, I can picture all of those album covers apart from Grace Under Pressure by Rush. I'm not a Rush fan. I did take that album, which is called like 20. Was it called 2112, 2122, 2121, 2112? I took that to Malta and listened to it a lot. I took that album and I think not Dave Gilmour, oh, slip of the tongue there, Roger Waters' album. I love that album. The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. That's a fantastic... That's an underrated album, My Mercenaries. That's an underrated album. But honestly, Rush... I think Rush and Van Halen passed this country by. So, anyway, that's Get a Grip by Aerosmith. Right, next. Last. We can do this less than a minute. Which Marilyn Manson LP is this? I've no idea. I recognise it, but I have no idea. Is it The Golden Age of Grotesque, Mechanical Animals, Antichrist Superstar, or Eat Me, Drink Me? Sexually. I'm going to say that it's... I have no idea. I'm going to say it's Antichrist Superstar. But no, it looks later than that. It looks later than 96. I don't know. Anyway, we'll say that. Oh, it's a Submit Answers one. So let's submit answers. I've submitted them. We've got 10 seconds. Come on. Oh, no. We're going to go over 15 minutes because... Right. Okay. Oh, we're over 15 minutes now. Bugger me. Hey, we were right with Van Halen. We were right with Motorhead. We were right with Black Sabbath. We were right with Slayer. Come on, are you with me on this one? Are we all right? We're right. Look, we're right. We're right. When I watch this video back, right? When I watch this video back and I hear that I hear... Are you back? No, just hold on 1 second, right? I'm just telling everybody how I've just really messed up something. I've made myself look like an idiot. I'm not coming out, and then I'll come and talk to you, right? Sorry. I'm going to rewatch this, and I'm going to dwell on the fact. Remember, I told you to go with your gut instinct. I'm going to dwell on the fact that I'm pretty sure I said when I first saw this, my first reaction was "Shout at the Devil" by Motley Crue, and I'm such an idiot. Always go with your first reaction, gut reaction. Yeah, AC/DC, Thin Lizzy, Aerosmith. Oh! I was certain. I was certain this was a 10 out of 10. I was even being cocky. Not bad, you know a way around some power chords. I was even being cocky earlier, saying that this was an obvious 10 out of 10 round, and how Guardian readers wouldn't be as hot as me on it. Oh dear, dear, dear. What was that Venom cover then? Let's go to my... Hang on a minute here. Just hang on a minute here. Just bear with me here. We've got to do something here. Where's my... How do I get to my videos? Oh, hang on. Right, my channel. My channel. My videos. Let me just go to... Let me just see. I want to see now. I'm interested. Just bear with me here. Give me there's one, right? Hang on. Let me just flick through. Hang on. Bear with me a minute. It's the end here. It's the end of this video. When it does the spin. Right, it spins now. Oh no. Oh. Look, that's what I'm on about. Hang on. Oh. This was supposed to be 15 minutes. Now I've gone to... That's no good. Hang on. Oh. Oh, look. Oh, it's nothing like it. Well, he's got a star. Oh. Oh, I can see why I said it. Oh, we fizzled out now. I was claiming to be the great British hope for heavy metal identification of albums. I was going to do the rounds. I was going to go on tour talking about how I can recognise any heavy metal album cover from a distance of 20 or so metres. I was going to do the talk show circuit. I was going to do whole arena tours of just people in the crowd just holding up album covers and me identifying them from a distance. And it's just all gone wrong. Another thing, Motley Crue weren't that big here either. Thank you very much, my mercenaries. Over and out!